My Broadway debut was 1996, Cats, the musical Cats. Yes, it had been running for 17 years, and I joined, and I was only a temporary replacement for a girl named Marlena Danielle, who was out for 3 months, and I went in, and I went on for Bomb Ballerina with Laurie Beachman was Grisabella.
Oh, wow.
And so was Liz Calloway, so it was great.
And how long were you in that for?
Only for 3 months. It was a very quick Broadway debut. It was a replacement. And then I went on the road with Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I didn't come back to Broadway until Fosse.
Fosse, can you tell me about that experience?
When I was the I Gotcha girl. No, don't say that. Angie says that all the time.
You are the I Gotcha girl.
Well, I didn't start off as the I Gotcha girl.
But everyone remembers you as the I Gotcha.
No, I was offered a swing. I was on the road. I was offered a swing position in Fosse, and I said no. I couldn't do it because I had already swung before. And then they called back a few days later, which doesn't usually happen, and they said they made a place for me on the first cast. That place was with a group called the Featured Ladies.
Okay.
Yes, but we weren't so featured. They were the featured ladies that weren't so featured. And so yeah, I joined this great cast, and I didn't know one Fosse step, but I didn't have any black leotards. I had a lot of leopard and prince.
And sass, if you will.
I had a lot of sass, and they made a lot of fun of me. So I was in 3 numbers when we opened on the road. 3 numbers: Big Spender, Bye Bye Blackbird, and Sing Sing Sing. And it was a 3.5-hour show. And I was in 3 numbers. So time went by, and Liz Parkinson was in every number, and she didn't have enough time to change and to take a breath to do all of her solos. So I had to audition in Boston to be in the ensemble of the Frug, just like the side girl, just no feature, no nothing. And I auditioned for Gwen and for Anne to be in the ensemble of the Frug, and I made it.
Yay!
There was one day in Toronto that, for some reason, they said, we want to do a day of understudies, like of anybody that knows the numbers. They wanted to see other people do them. And so the only number I knew was I Gotcha.
And you got it.
And I had learned it because of kind of a situation that happened, and I learned it as a kind of a fluke, where the girl wasn't available for rehearsal, and Brad said to me, well, do you want to learn it? And he was the dance captain, and I said, sure. So I learned it. So on that very day when they wanted to see the understudies, I was ready and willing.
Yeah.
With big hair, and I did it very differently. So that was how it all began. That was like my big debut.
Yeah.
That was my original company debut with this girl right here. Show flash to her. Lisa.
Yes.
I just have to speak to the day that she went on for in the understudy thing for I Gotcha, because the room exploded the first time she did that number. Like, we were not ready for what occurred.
Yeah.